Hi guys, and today I am going to be making my own Hamilton OC, and because you should totally interpret yourself in something that happened over 200 years ago, because it's a necessary thing. So I am going to go ahead and find a base, because you good OC base for this Hamilton OC. Because, yeah. Ooh, we can have her crying because she has this super tragic backstory and it's really sad and stuff. Let's see. Oh, that's not what I want. I can't find one. Oh my god. Wonder why that is. Huh. I love this. It's beautiful. So what we're going to do is we're going to trace over it, because that's how it goes. But while I trace over it, I'm going to totally read it out what her story is, because yeah. So this is, I need to think of a good name for her. Ooh. Okay. It's a good name for her. Actually, we're just gonna add hair to her. She's gonna be super, super sad and depressed, but she's acts really happy, because her whole when she was born, she was the sister of Lafayette, but the parents decided that they only wanted a guy because they're dickheads. And then, so she was sent off to live in St. Croix, where she met Hammy, and they became best friends forever and ever and ever. And then, I need to think of something here. Hold on. I actually need to do something. Okay. So the two became best friends forever and ever and ever. And so she didn't know she was the sister of Lafayette, so she thought her adopted family was her real family, but they weren't. So she lived in squalor in an abandoned home with her family, because her family couldn't afford anything, and they lived in St. Croix. And so she was super happy through all this, and then one night her family was killed by these people, and then she was really, really smart, so they sent her to the mainland with Hammy. Oops. So they sent her to the mainland with Hammy, and the two kind of dated for a while, but then Eliza came along, the bitch. And so she was oh, and then they got married, and she was super upset about it, and yeah, so she didn't deserve that. And everyone felt really bad for her, but she was oh no, I'm fine, 10 out of 10, even though she was really depressed. Why do I keep doing that? Okay. And so yeah. And so she found out Lafayette was her brother, so they raised up funds for her to go to Paris as well as America. And so she met Thomas Jefferson while she was there, and oh my god, he's gay. But she met Thomas Jefferson while he was there, and he was oh my gosh, she's so pretty and hot, and I love her. And basically everyone loved her, but Thomas Jefferson really loved her the most. And so the two had a thing going, and he had just lost his wife, so he was really upset. And then she helped him through it, and he was all how could I ever repay you? And she was you could marry me. And then they did, and it was beautiful, and I shipped them so much. And I'm gonna skip through this and then they had children together. But she was also she was at the Constitutional Convention and the signing of the Declaration of Independence, and also whenever she came to America, she fought in the war because even though girls weren't allowed, she still did it anyways. She like disguised herself. And so she doesn't really wear dresses either, like, because dresses suck. And she was all like, you guys can't do anything to me. And then she like hated Eliza, but Eliza loved her, and it had like this whole love-hate relationship because she took away her hammy, and it was really sad, and you should feel bad for her. So like they did make her a revolutionary outfit, but it was in a dress form. Bases are so much more easier than actually doing the work, guys. Like, how does anyone not use a base for an OC? Oh, and her eyes were like the most pretty, and she was like the richest person at the Winter's Ball, and she thought that Hammy was gonna go for her, but he actually went for Eliza, which is really disappointing for her and her backstory, and it was really upsetting. And then she had like post-traumatic stress disorder, which Thomas had to help her through because she couldn't function in everyday life anymore, and like everyone was trying to help her, and George Washington basically adopted her. But she didn't like being called daughter by him. So she was like, I'm not your daughter. And then like what was it? Oh, Lafayette like loved his sister so much after he met her, and she like spoke perfect French even though she didn't grow up there, and she also spoke German and Russian and Spanish, and like, which is like so many, because like Hammy was trilingual, and she was all like, yo, I can speak more languages than you, and he was like, oh my god, you're so amazing, how do you do it? And she was like, oh yeah, I'm that cool. Bleh. So she has like this really, really pretty hair that everyone wants, but no one can have. And like, I know, right? Isn't this like absolutely adorable and gorgeous? And like, I can't even, I really want it. And like, she has like these pink streaks in it that she did when she was younger, but like her parents are all like, what? And she was all like, yeah, it's pretty in my hair. And they were like, okay. And then she got it, and it was beautiful. And people thought she was even more pretty than Mariah Reynolds, which is saying a lot because Mariah Reynolds is gorgeous. Like, even though her family was killed, she was like super positive too. She like outlived everyone. She was like the last remaining person of that time period, which was super cool and awesome. Okay, let's add color to her body. It's going to be blue. This has to be the most attractive OC I've ever made. Like, guys, look, it's beautiful. Okay, so she has like this really long scar across her eyeballs. know why she has it. I think it was from that person who killed her whole family. Or it could be from the thing. Oh, and this picture will be when she got shot. Maybe. Yeah. But she was like the only one like doing anything. Yeah. So she was shot and it hurt. But like she still marched on. Boom. Okay. 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 So we need to add her name. Wow, this pen is dumb. Ugh. Oh, and when she went to St. Croix, she met Alex's mother before she died.